Well, good morning. This is a morning time. Well, actually, it's afternoon. I was up quite late working on homework last night. So I am going to give you Latin for Children A, chapter 17 today. And we have mostly nouns on here. So I have put our first declension, pocket of nouns for the girly nouns, primarily, except for those ones that are a pain. And the second declension pocket of nouns, which has the us, masculines, and the neuters. So this is the E pocket. Genitive singular makes the sound E. Both of these have an E in their genitive singular, so they're second declension nouns. And this is the I pocket. The genitive singular is I, so they're first declension nouns. So let's look. Socksum, socksy, we learned this today as rock. Just a nominative for rock. There's the nominative, rock. Nauta, nautai, it's a feminine one. First declension, nominative for sailor. Wokas, well, what do you notice about wokas? It's not a noun, it's a verb. That might mess you up a little bit unless you remember O-S-T. Muss, tis, und. O is I, S is you. That S means you. You, woko, wokare, you call. There we go. Ferrum. If you remember, we've learned ferrus and ferrum. This is ferrum, ferri. It's the neuter, and it is the word for iron. Ferrus. Whoops. Iron, there we go, is the word for wild animals, so you don't want to mix those up. Phlebatus. Well, that's a weird one. Phlebatus is a verb, and we have our ba, 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 which is what we're learning in our chant. Bam, ba, spot, bam, spati, spont. That ba has an A in it because it means a was. And sometimes that was turns into a were. So let's see who was. Tis was. O is I, S is you, T is he and she and it, mus is we, tis you all. You all was, that's not what we say in English. You all were flow, flare. You all were blowing. I have some birthday balloons. We're going to be blowing up for Matt's birthday for next week, so maybe you were all blowing up balloons. Ars longa vita brevis. Art is long. Life is brief. Look at how my letters show up a lot later than when I've actually written them. So my computer's a little delayed today. Art is long, life is brief, from Seneca. All right, let's look over here. Agricolae. Agricolae, I, it's the girly one. And I think if you looked at the girly chant, it could be genitive and dative and nominative plural. But in our book, they actually tell us it's a nominative. So we know it's this I, which is the plural form of agricola, which is farmers. If you're in the purple group, these endings, you may not get all the endings right, and that's okay. If you're in the yellow group, I think you're really ready to know these endings. So I appreciate the purple groups who are listening and holding on to what they can with them. With a bomb. Oh, we have a verb. Bomb, ba, spot. Bomb, spati, spot. And that A reminds us of a was. Was has an A in it. Bomb. I was video, vedere. I was seeing. We get video from that. All right. Monumentum, monumenti, monument. That's a new one. But this E is the genitive E. Monumentum. Let's look here. Monumentum, monumenti, genitive. So we see nominative, subject, genitive, possessive of. So this is of the monumentum, monumenti. It's on our singular side of the monument. So what does that mean? Let me get monument written up here, see if it'll fit on my page. Oh, Almost didn't fit. I don't know what that crazy red thing is on there. Of the monument. So we may say the base of the monument, or the material of the monument, or the carving of the monument. Something that belongs to a monument. Okay. Voila. Well, it's not really voila. That's a word we say in English. Voila. Well, we know wallum, wally, wall. But what's voila? Well, wallum. Let's go over till we see an ah. Oh, that's right. Voila is the plural of wall. So instead of one wall, it is walls. Did you know that before I wrote it down? If you're in yellow group, you probably did. Wello. Well, we chanted welly this week. It's another Wello is nominative, subject, genitive, possessive of, dative, indirect object, to or for, accusative, direct object, and this one's supposed to be ablative, in, by, with, or from, object of the preposition. I add the in, some people don't, meaning in and not into. So we just need to have by, with, or from the vellum. What was vellum? From the sail. All right, now the next thing, as it slowly writes my letters out, sail, A-I-L, not a sail at a store, sail on a ship. We have, down in part B is our chant. So we have conjugation is for verbs, first, second, and third person. Singular is one, plural two or more. Now we know more Latin than we did before. But what we're putting in here are our special endings to tell us that something is happening in the imperfect tense. It's happening in the past over time. So bomb, I was, boss, you were, bot, he, she, it was, vamos, we were, batis, y'all were, slow, and bont, they were. Now we corrected grammar in class. We also corrected derivatives in class. So what I'd like you to do right now, without your pencil, I would like you to flip over to the quiz, because I know you're not ready to take the quiz yet, and I don't want you to write on the quiz. But I want you to look at the quiz carefully with me and see if you understand the quiz. Then you will know how to better study. All right, so if we look at the quiz on chapter 17, we'll notice there's a new vocabulary. You know how to study for that. There's review vocabulary. You know how to study for that. Make sure you know both of those. And then there's our chant, part C, our chant. And remember our little song. Conjugation is for verbs, first, second, third person. Singular is one, plural two or more. And the endings we're doing here are the imperfect tense endings. Bomb, bas, bat, vamos, batis, bant. How easy is that? Now, don't fill that in. I want you to practice that when I'm not around and see if you really can do that quiz. So do it several times on some blank sheet of paper before you actually put on your quiz. And then there's some grammar. They ask for us to parse these verbs. I'm okay with us parsing them in our head. And what does that mean? Well, first of all, we need to look at the endings. This ends in a tis and a t. And this one has a ba in it. Okay, those are several things that are going to give me some information about this verb. Our verb endings, ost, muss, tis, und. You should know O is I, S is you, T is he and she and it, muss is we, tis you all, und is they. You should know those if you are working on this grammar as an extra credit. If you're a purple and you're working on this grammar as an extra credit, it will do you no good to just memorize the answers to these two. That would do you no good. But if you're a purple and you're able to understand what these endings mean and put them together, then it does do you good to work on this. Our brains are at different spots. So I'm not going to tell you what arabatis means, means. And I don't want to tell you what we taught means because those are the answers to the quiz. But let's look at a couple other words like that. What if we had amabatis? Amabatis is different than arabatis. It has a tis and a ba, though. Tis, let's look up here. Oh, I, you, he, she, it, we, you all. See? One you, plural, you all. One I, plural, we. One T, that's a he or she or it, plural, they. That's how we find the plurals of these. So if S is you, tis we know is going to be you all. You all. Ooh, that's terrible. You all, or as the Southerners say it, y'all. It's too much work for me to pull out my eraser on this board. Okay, y'all, and the ba. Y'all was. That sounds like very bad grammar. So that's going to be a you all were set of endings. You all were ama. You all were loving. This one's a T. O-S-T. I, you, he or she or it. This might be he, ama. He loves. It might be she, ama. She loves. Or it loves. So that's what we're doing, breaking apart those endings. What if we have a word like, ooh, I don't want that on there. Sorry about that, guys. My emails are coming through. Go away. Okay, what if we had the word like, let me find one that's on here. Got to look back in a first conjugation word. Oh, ambulant. And ooh, I'm doing terrible. I'm going to have to go through and grab my eraser today. Eraser. Ambulant, not abulant. Hey, erase. Oh, there we go. All right, pull up my green pen again. And we'll go. Okay, what if we have ambulant? Did it go? Oh, dear, dear, dear. I'm wasting our time. Now I have to get my marker and my green. All right, there we go. Ambulant. Goodness. And ambulabant. Let's look at those two words. Ambulo, ambulare, to walk. We know these are both words about walking. This one has an unt. This one has an unt. This one has a ba. So let's see. Unt. I, we, you all, he or she or it, or they. Oh, so this is the they endings. Both of these are theys. They ambulare, they walk. But then this one has a they and a ba. The ba means a was. A is in was, but in English sometimes that means a was or a were. They was walking. Bad grammar. We'll flip it. They were walking. Still gets a they, but this ba tells us it was happening in the past, in the imperfect tense. They were walking. So when you get to this section on the quiz, try looking at the personal endings and look for a little time changer. A ba, ba, ba in there will change the time for us. All right, so I want you to study your words, study your grammar, your vocabulary, look at your derivatives, have some fun with it, and make sure that you're fully ready to take this test. All right, have a good week.